There comes a time in every life when the mirror stares back and asks, "What have you done with the days I have given you?" And it is in that moment you realize how precious time is. Time does not wait, time does not bend, time does not pause for your hesitation or your fear. It keeps moving steady as the heartbeat of the earth. Too many of us spend our days giving our hours away to people who do not value them, to distractions that do not feed us, to worries that do not serve us. And then we wonder why we feel empty at the end of the day. Beloved, your life is your own. Your time is the treasure of your soul. When you waste it chasing validation, when you hand it over to those who do not honor it, when you let it slip through your fingers while doubting your worth, you are giving away the one thing you can never get back. Money may return, friends may return, opportunities may return, but time is gone the moment it passes. And what you do with it writes the story of your life. Focusing on yourself does not mean shutting the world out in selfishness. It means honoring the vessel you have been given. It means tending to your own garden before you try to water another's. It means sharpening your own vision before you try to guide someone else's steps. Too often we live as if someone else will come and live our lives for us, as if our joy, our growth, our peace are waiting on another person's permission. But no one can live your life for you. No one can breathe your breath, walk your path, or carry your purpose. That burden and that blessing belongs to you alone. Stop wasting time in rooms that drain your spirit. Stop lingering in conversations that tear at your confidence. Stop repeating the same cycles with people who show you again and again that they cannot walk with you into the light. Your energy is too sacred for that. Your destiny is too great for that. There are things inside you that will never be born if you keep feeding what does not grow you. Focus on yourself, not because the world is unworthy of your love, but because the world needs you whole. You cannot pour from a vessel that is cracked and empty. You cannot give what you do not have. And yet so many of us run ourselves ragged, burning both ends of the candle, trying to be everything for everyone while forgetting to be something for ourselves. But listen closely, you are not here merely to serve, you are here also to shine. And shining takes tending, it takes rest, it takes discipline, it takes love. Think of the hours you have already lost to doubt, the days you have surrendered to fear, the months you have given to waiting for someone to choose you. How many dreams have withered because you were too busy comparing your journey to another's? How many gifts have gone unopened because you told yourself the lie of not enough? Every moment you spend in that wasteland is a moment stolen from your greatness. And greatness demands your presence now, not tomorrow, not someday now. Time does not knock twice. Opportunity does not beg. Purpose does not scream, it whispers. And you cannot hear its voice if you are drowning in noise, if you are busy trying to live another person's story instead of writing your own. So, cut away the distractions. Say no when your spirit demands it. Walk away when your peace is at stake, and turn your gaze inward where your true strength lies. The truth is, the world will take everything you give it and still ask for more. If you do not set boundaries, if you do not claim your time, the days will slip away like sand through your fingers. But when you choose to focus on yourself, when you decide that your growth, your healing, your joy matter, you reclaim your time. You reclaim your voice. You reclaim your life. You were not born to be a shadow in someone else's story. You were born to be the author of your own. And every page you waste is a page unwritten, a song unsung, a light unshown. Stand firm in this truth. Focusing on yourself is not wasting time. It is saving time. It is investing in the only life you have. It is choosing to stop chasing what is fleeting and begin building what is eternal. So when the mirror asks, "What have you done with the days I have given you?" let your answer be this: I did not waste them waiting. I did not waste them doubting. I did not waste them pleasing. I lived them fully, bravely, and with focus on the one person I am responsible for, myself. There are people who will tell you that focusing on yourself is selfish. They will say you are turning your back on others, that you are forgetting your responsibility to the world. But listen closely, selfishness is taking from others without giving, it is draining without pouring, it is loving without compassion. Focusing on yourself is not selfish, it is survival, it is strength, it is sacred stewardship. You cannot run a race with no breath in your lungs. You cannot heal the world with wounds you refuse to acknowledge. When you focus on yourself, you are simply tending to the roots that hold you upright, so that when the winds come, and they always come, you do not break. Too often we waste time trying to prove our worth to people who have already decided not to see it. We chase their approval as though their applause could add one more breath to our lives, one more heartbeat to our chest. But their clapping hands cannot keep you warm in the cold of the night, and their cheers cannot sustain you when the room is empty. You must learn to applaud yourself. You must learn to rise each morning and know that your life is worthy, even if no one else says so. Do not waste your years replaying the same hurt, reliving the same betrayal, resenting the same loss. Life is not meant to be a circle of suffering. Life is meant to be a spiral, ever rising, ever unfolding. Each pain was a teacher, but you were never meant to stay in the classroom forever. Take the lesson, thank it for what it gave you, and move forward. Your time is too precious to be chained to yesterday. Think of how many hours are lost in comparison. Scrolling through the lives of strangers, envying what you do not see behind their polished pictures. wishing for their journey while neglecting your own. Comparison is a thief that robs you quietly, day after day, until you wake up and realize you have lived someone else's dream while your own lies untouched in the corner of your soul. Focus on yourself. Look in your own mirror. Your reflection holds everything you need. Your story is yours alone, and it is no less beautiful because it is different. Every dream, every vision, every calling has an appointed time. But if you keep wasting your time in distraction, you will miss the moment when the door opens. Opportunities do not wait for you to get ready, they come and they demand your presence. That is why you must focus on your growth now. That is why you must tend to your craft, sharpen your gifts, nurture your spirit so that when the door opens you are not scrambling for fragments but standing whole, ready to walk through. Many of us have been taught to give all our time away, to say yes when our soul cries no, to stretch ourselves until we are threadbare. We think this is love, we think this is loyalty. But love is not martyrdom, and loyalty does not mean losing yourself. If you are always pouring out and never filling up, soon there will be nothing left to give. Focus on yourself so that your love is a river, not a trickle. Focus on yourself so that when you give it is from abundance, not from depletion. The clock does not wait for anyone. Days slip into months, months into years, and before you know it, the time you thought you had is gone. Stop telling yourself, one day I will write, one day I will travel, one day I will heal. One day is a thief dressed in tomorrow's clothes. The only time you have is today. And if you keep wasting today, one day will never come. You must decide now, you must act now, you must live now. There are people who will keep you busy not because they love you but because they fear your growth. They will distract you with drama, with gossip, with endless demands, because as long as you are focused on their noise, you are not focused on your calling. Do not give them that power. Silence the noise. Withdraw your time from what does not grow you. Invest it where your soul blooms. Focus on yourself, not in arrogance, but in clarity. It is not about elevating yourself above others. It is about anchoring yourself so deeply in your purpose that you are not swayed by the winds of opinion. The world is full of voices, pulling you this way and that, telling you who to be, how to act, what to dream. If you listen to them all, you will lose yourself in the crowd. But when you focus inward, when you root yourself in truth, you find a voice that is stronger than them all, your own. Stop wasting time waiting for perfect conditions. The perfect moment is a myth. There will always be storms, there will always be obstacles, there will always be reasons to wait. But waiting is a form of fear, and fear will keep you stagnant until life itself passes you by. Begin where you are with what you have. Your power is not in perfection, it is in persistence. Every distraction you entertain is a seed you water, and what you water grows. If you keep watering doubt, it will grow strong and choke your dreams. If you keep watering fear, it will root itself deep in your soil. But if you water focus, if you water discipline, if you water courage, then your life will bloom in ways you never imagined. Your harvest depends on where you spend your time. Time is not infinite, and yet many of us live as though we have an endless supply. We gamble with our days, tossing them into the fire of procrastination. We tell ourselves there will always be more. But there will not. One day the hourglass will empty and you will stand face to face with the truth. Either you lived fully, or you wasted the gift. Do not wait until the end to realize the value of what you had. See it now, live it now. Focusing on yourself means taking responsibility. It means owning your choices, your habits, your thoughts. It means saying, I will not blame the world for what I failed to build. It means recognizing that while you cannot control every circumstance, you can control how you respond, and that response determines your future. You are the author of your story. You are the captain of your ship, and every day wasted is a page unwritten, a mile untraveled. Stop wasting time on people who refuse to change. You cannot drag someone to growth if they are determined to stay small. You cannot make someone see the light if they close their eyes. Love them, yes. Pray for them, yes. But do not waste your years trying to force what is not yours to fix. Focus on your own light and perhaps your shining will inspire them to rise. But never dim your flame trying to pull another out of darkness. You were not born for mediocrity. You were not born to settle. You were not born to spend your life chasing shadows of what could have been. You were born with a purpose carved into your soul, with gifts the world needs. But if you waste your time, if you scatter your focus, those gifts will wither before they are ever seen. The world is waiting for your song, but you must be the one to sing it. Every excuse you make steals from your future. Every delay costs you an opportunity. Every wasted hour builds into a wasted life. But every moment of focus, every step of discipline, every act of courage builds into a life of meaning. You cannot change the past, but you can redeem the time ahead. You cannot rewrite yesterday, but you can write a new tomorrow if you stop wasting today. So stand tall in your truth. Guard your time like the treasure it is. Pour your energy into what lifts you, not what drains you. Build your vision with the hours you have been given. Focus on yourself, not because the world is unworthy of your attention, but because the world needs the best version of you, and that version is born when you stop wasting time. There will always be invitations to delay your becoming. The world will hand you distractions dressed as obligations, and it will whisper, tomorrow is soon enough. But tomorrow is a trickster, a promise with no guarantee. Tomorrow will always be waiting just beyond your reach, and if you keep chasing it, you will die with your dreams unfulfilled. The power you long for, the transformation you seek, the freedom you crave, all of it exists only in today. If you cannot embrace today, you will never hold tomorrow. Time is not just a resource, it is your lifeblood. How you spend it reveals who you are becoming. Some spend it in bitterness, rehearsing the wrongs done to them until their spirit is heavy with resentment. Others spend it in fear, shrinking away from opportunity, convincing themselves that playing small is safer than risking loss. But those who focus on themselves, who choose to honor their hours, find that every second can be a stepping stone. Every moment becomes a tool in the hands of a willing soul. The truth is, many of us are not afraid of failure. We are afraid of success. We waste time because we fear what might happen if we truly rise. What if I shine too brightly? What if I leave others behind? What if my success demands more of me than I am ready to give? And so, instead of stepping forward, we circle the same ground, comfortable in the familiar ache of stagnation. But you cannot honor your gift by burying it. You cannot honor your time by wasting it in hesitation. Growth will always demand courage, and courage will always demand focus. There is a quiet power in saying no. No to the invitations that lead nowhere. No to the conversations that poison your spirit. No to the habits that steal your future. Every no you speak is also a yes, to yourself, to your vision, to your sacred purpose. Stop wasting time trying to explain your no to those who do not understand it. You do not owe anyone justification for protecting your peace. Your destiny is not written in stone. It is written in the choices you make each day. Each morning you rise, you are handed a blank page. And too many squander that page with scribbles of gossip, fear, laziness, distraction. But those who focus, those who honor their time, fill their pages with meaning. They write legacies. They build bridges for others to cross. They plant seeds that bloom long after they are gone. Stop wasting time waiting for others to validate you. The applause of the crowd is fleeting. One day they cheer, the next day they forget. But the voice within you is eternal. Learn to trust it. Learn to follow it. Learn to honor it. For when you align with that inner voice, you will never waste another moment chasing the hollow approval of strangers. There will always be people who misunderstand your focus. They will say you have changed. They will say you have become distant. They will call your boundaries walls, your discipline arrogance. But do not waste your time defending your growth to those who are committed to staying the same. Focused people are often lonely at first, because they are climbing while others are sitting. But in time you will find yourself surrounded by those who, like you, chose not to waste their lives. Wasting time is not always loud. Sometimes it is the subtle procrastination, the endless planning without action, the conversations that go in circles, the excuses repeated until they sound like truth. Be vigilant. Ask yourself each day, is this moment serving my vision? Is this habit building my future? Is this relationship nourishing my soul? If the answer is no, then you already know what must be done. Focus on yourself with tenderness, not harshness. Focus on yourself with compassion, not condemnation. This is not about punishing yourself for lost time. This is about redeeming the time you have left. For every wasted year, there is still today. For every missed opportunity, there is still this breath. It is never too late to begin again, so long as you are willing to stop wasting the moment you hold now. Many people fear solitude, but solitude is the workshop of focus. Alone you can hear the whispers of your soul. Alone you can confront the truths you have been avoiding. Alone you can build the foundation of who you truly are. Stop running from solitude. Embrace it. In its silence you will find clarity. In its stillness you will discover strength. When you focus on yourself, you stop living reactively. You stop letting the world dictate your every move. You begin to live intentionally. And intentional living is the difference between wandering and journeying, between existing and thriving. Time spent with intention multiplies in value. A single focused hour can achieve what years of distraction could never touch. The days will test you. The world will pull at your focus. But remember, discipline is love in action. When you choose to rise early to tend to your vision, that is love. When you choose to say no to distractions, that is love. When you choose to rest so your body can endure, that is love. Focusing on yourself is the highest form of love you can give, for it ensures you become the person you were born to be. Stop wasting time waiting for closure, waiting for apologies, waiting for someone to come back and fix what they broke. They may never return, they may never understand, they may never say the words you long to hear. Do not tie your future to their absence. Unto yourself from the past and step forward. Closure is not something others give you, it is something you give yourself when you decide that your healing matters more than their silence. There is a sacredness in knowing your worth. A person who knows their worth will not waste time begging for love. They will not waste time explaining their value to the blind. They will not waste time trying to force open doors that are not meant for them. Instead, they will walk with dignity, trusting that what is meant for them will not pass them by. This is what it means to focus on yourself. It is to know that your time is too holy to be squandered on proving what you already know. There are treasures inside you that require nurturing. A song that has never been sung, a book that has never been written, a vision that has never been birthed, and each day you waste is a day those treasures remain buried. Do not let the grave be the only place where your gifts are free. Bring them forth now. Focus your time, your energy, your discipline on giving life to what is within you. Stop wasting time chasing people who show you repeatedly that they do not wish to be caught. Stop wasting time replaying conversations you will never have. Stop wasting time building bridges for those who are determined to burn them. Focus instead on the ones who meet you halfway, on the ones who honor your presence, on the ones who encourage your growth. but above all, focus on yourself. For when you are whole, every relationship you touch will be richer, every connection deeper, every love purer. Life is not measured in years, it is measured in moments of meaning. You could live a long life filled with wasted days, and it would still feel empty. Or you could live fewer years but with focus, with intention, with passion, and your life would echo long after you are gone. It is not how much time you are given but how you use the time you have. Each morning, the sun rises without asking permission. It shines because that is its purpose. Each river flows because that is its calling. Each tree grows because that is its design. And yet we humans gifted with time squander it as though we are immortal. Learn from the sun, from the rivers, from the trees. Focus on your purpose. Stop wasting the miracle of existence. There is power in consistency. Focus is not about one grand gesture. It is about showing up day after day even when you do not feel like it. It is about giving your vision the gift of your presence until it takes root, until it blooms. Do not waste time waiting for inspiration to strike. Discipline is stronger than inspiration. Focus is deeper than feeling. If you commit to showing up, the results will come. And let me tell you this, no one else can do the work for you. No one else can carry your dream, no one else can live your calling. You may find teachers, mentors, companions along the way, but the journey belongs to you. Stop wasting time expecting others to push you forward. You must push yourself. You must decide that your life is worth the effort. There are seasons in life when pruning is necessary. Just as a gardener cuts away the dead branches so the tree may live, so must you cut away what wastes your time. This may mean releasing people, releasing habits, releasing patterns of thought. It may hurt, it may feel like loss, but what you lose in distraction, you gain in focus. What you lose in comfort, you gain in growth. Remember, your time is your life. Guard it, honor it, focus it. Stop wasting it on what does not matter, because every wasted moment is one less step toward the life you were born to live. So I say to you, with all the love and urgency my voice can hold, your life is happening now. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. The clock will not pause for your hesitation, and the world will not wait for your doubt. Every breath you take is an invitation to rise, to focus, to live with purpose. Do not squander it. Do not trade your precious hours for distractions that leave you empty. Choose instead to honor yourself, to nourish your gifts, to build the life your soul has been longing for. The time for excuses has ended. The time for waiting is gone. This is your moment, your chance, your sacred opportunity. Take it. Focus on yourself. Stop wasting time and step boldly into the destiny that has always been yours.